Okay, let's just discuss about resolve and reflection. And this is not specifically for the tiny tots, who, it's way beyond that. It's not for the 10, 11, 12 year olds. It's for the wannabe cricketers or the wannabe sportsmen of the future. Now, what typically happens after a bad weekend game is that we dwell on all the negatives. So we look for sympathy, we look for answers, we look for excuses, and then thereby we actually sinking ourselves into a kind of a failure environment. So what are we talking about? How do we deal with this? There could be sportsmen, cricketers, any sport who could have had a bad weekend, who could have missed the bus in terms of getting into some very crucial career defining tournament, but they didn't make it. So they sulk. And the next day, you're not even seeing them in the nets. You're not going to see them the next week. You're not going to see them the week after that. You may not see them for 6 months unless and until the next tournament comes back, in its due course. That's where we make a mistake. What we need to do is actually reflect and see where we went wrong. What did we do wrong? What could we have done better? And actually hit the nets, hit the practice sessions, hit the gym, hit the training sessions, and all of that, and be prepared well in advance for the next year. I remember my son Shreyas, who missed an IPL season, and his 13-year-old, 13, IPL career spanning 13 years. And yes, he was disappointed being left out for the first time. He got over it in 24 hours and said, I must do better to be there. Maybe I'm not good enough. And that's the reflection that you all need to have. We all need to have in terms of saying that there is time. I need to move forward. I need to prepare. This is not the end of the world. I'm going to make a comeback. Most of the time, the problem is that we are ready for the next without really analyzing what went wrong previously. And then we get stuck because we are already preparing for the next one. We haven't learned from the mistakes from the previous one. At the end of the day, things didn't go right, you probably did 95% of the things right. But if everything went well, you probably did 5% of the things wrong. That's what it's all about.